Hello everyone, welcome back to Monday's video on a Monday.
Had Friday in the head for some reason.
Didn't do Fridays till Saturday.
Yeah.
We have a big green Triffid.
We do.
Turned up Friday, 4 hours over scheduled time, but here it is.
See you now.
And this is the extension of our workshop.
Yeah.
Some respect, isn't it? It's a 20 foot by 8 container.
Big.
Brand new. Gonna make a big difference, mate, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll have a look inside, feels bigger on the inside than looks on the outside. It's like a TARDIS.
It does feel massive in here.
Got the wooded out floor. Several padlocks.
Yeah.
Padlocking it up. So yeah, basically, mate, with this, we are going to put a couple of racks in here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Store all the not so valuable sort of stuff that's lying about the workshop floor. We're certainly not going to start putting engines in here we've completed and stuff like that, are we?
No.
Most of the stuff, it's like the two racks, like you said, the two racks we've got in there at the minute, we just seem to store crap on them.
Yeah, we don't really put the incoming and outgoing work, do we? It just ends up with stuff we're not doing anything with.
The idea of them was to put cylinder heads on, but if we've got enough cylinder heads that are done to fill two racks, there's something wrong, isn't there? So we've never gotten more than enough to fill one rack. So we're going to need to do away with all the crap. And probably bring one of the racks in here.
Get another rack as well.
Get another rack, and probably where the rack is in here, we shall. We had a little discussion Friday, mate, and we should probably do something with this little space here. Like
had a little bit of a brainwave, haven't we? Really, with this.
A bit of a brainwave. So what we might do is get a stainless topped table bench.
Yeah.
And use that as like.
Have a little. Like a cleaning area.
Sort of, yeah. We'll have like a little tank, a paraffin tank sort of thing to wash the clean stuff, if you like.
Well, yeah. It's just for like little things, like you can wash like valve springs in there and just clean stuff up. Like.
Exactly. And what we'll probably do is put a cupboard up there, a bit like this. Yeah. And put all the balancing stuff and.
Yeah, like all the rod balancing bits. Yeah.
Rod balancing bits and piston. Get a little
ring gap grinder.
Proper ring gap grinder.
Yeah, have that there.
Obviously sort of partition it off from the clean done bit, but...
Maybe a ultrasonic cleaner.
Ultrasonic cleaner was another thing we discussed, wasn't
it? They're handy for like just getting crap off of bolts, aren't they?
Exactly, yeah.
All your little fasteners.
So that is the plan for that little area, isn't it?
Yeah, so we'd still have that one rack in down there, but move this one into the container.
Yeah, we just don't need that bigger area to store outgoing heads and that because we just don't have enough of it, really.
Well, no, we don't. All of this stuff there is sort of either things on hold or there might be, I think there's one lot of barrels there which are actually done and waiting to be picked up.
Yeah, exactly.
So the rest of it's either old stuff that we ain't doing anything with, or just general
crap.
Tat.
Exactly. So we'll have a clear out, mate, sort that out. Get that rack in there probably later on today, maybe.
Yeah, well, we might as well get on with it.
Yeah. So yeah, really happy with the container, mate. It's it doesn't jut out. I mean, it juts out a little bit more than we'd like, but it doesn't overhang it.
Well, no,
anywhere near as much as this cabinet. We can still get a vehicle in and out the workshop. And
it's only a little bit further out than the brickwork, so
yeah, exactly.
Like
so
half a foot or so.
I mean, ideal that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really. And there's a lot, as I say. The first thing we'll be doing is clearing out all the stuff under the ramp there. Get that in there.
Yeah.
And then we can have so we've obviously got access to the ramp and a few bits in here, like you say, that box and what have you.
Yeah.
Get all that in there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot better.
It is, a lot better. Subaru, we've had a little delivery this morning. Well, we've had two deliveries. We've had one from Level Motorsport.
Yes.
So Level Motorsport are the ones that did the, like the 3D printed stuff.
Yeah.
Sent us a little gesture of these crankshaft stands and various bits there. So you've got bits to put bearings or collets in and stuff, and then you've got ring holders, which are really handy.
Yeah.
So that was really kind of them, and I've ordered a few more, so we've got like 6 sets of everything now.
Yeah, it's ideal.
So it's handy to have the cranks just off the bench, innit?
And those ones look like they're a little bit reinforced compared to the first lot we had.
Modification, the Mark IIs, as you say.
Mark II, yeah.
Yeah, so
nice.
Thank you very much, Level Motorsport. So Level Motorsport are the ones that are going to be doing the wiring for the BMW, providing that he hasn't retired when we get the car back. It's your little baby.
Yeah,
Two brand new cylinder heads for the Subaru.
Yep.
So
genuine new.
If you didn't watch the last video, the two older cylinder heads were the ones that are a bit renowned for cracking.
Yeah.
And they had cracked.
Yep.
From the spark plug into the exhaust seats.
Yes, they had, yeah.
One of the
quite deep cracks,
quite deep cracks, and they go that deep that they go all the way through, and you tend to, one of the signs is you lose compression.
Well, yeah, they just say you lose a bit of performance, so I'm assuming it must be losing a little bit of compression, or
yeah. And the next thing, because it obviously goes into where the seat inserts are, the next thing to happen would be a valve seat drops out.
Yeah.
Snaps the end off a valve, and that's the end of your engine.
Or you just lose your spark plug threads, and
yeah,
you know.
So for the price of them, for the price of what it would cost to repair them, you get in towards.
It's like over halfway for a new set of heads, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
To fix the other ones.
Customers, he's doing 30 miles an hour. So yeah, he wants this thing better than new. So new heads, new crankshaft, trick rods, pistons, the whole lot in it.
And luckily, those are actually different heads. They are the bigger port JDM head, so the inlet port is quite a bit bigger than on the other ones.
Nice.
But luckily, all of this stuff, all the valve gear and all that, is the exact same and all drops right in.
Lovely. What about the manifold and that go on? Same thing?
Yeah, the same. They're the same on pretty much all of the Subarus. So yeah.
Excellent. Exciting stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
What else are we waiting for? The delivery from Mar Motorsport?
Yeah, so Mar is sending all the pistons, rods, bearings, gaskets, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And the heads, a new crank, and the uprated head gaskets, which we've received today, are from Import Car Parts.
Lovely job, Lee.
Who are very helpful. They've got all the little bits you normally can't get.
Little fiddly bits.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
the
really
annoying
good,
bits.
These would be a bit of a pain without their company, wouldn't they?
Yeah, it would. It would be hard.
A little bit. Be a little bit like doing some of the Fords without Burton. So I've been busy this morning, mate. Almost finishing off the Ingenium engine.
Yeah.
So
in the dark.
In the dark, yeah. Got to sort out that light there. Bulb gone. Can you replace the bulb in that?
I don't know.
So Ingenium, just finished honing it, bored it, faced it. That's the one with the liners in.
Yeah.
Ordered the new parts for that, so we've just got to build a short motor, and that's out the door then, mate.
So you
along
got to put
with the caddy.
Your cutouts in for the rods as well,
Got
and
to
the
put
liners.
the cutouts in for the rods down the bottom, which I should have done before I honed it, but I will do it in a minute. And then I'll just have to with the hone.
We've got a tiny bit left to come out.
Next thing on the boring bar, we've got the liners turning up in the next day or so for this, which is the S55 BMW.
Big old motor, that.
Big old motor, mate. Another liner job.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start chomping that out this afternoon. Get that ready to get them liners in when they arrive. And as I say, this is looking a bit clear already, mate. And this will all be gone later. It's going to be lovely to have some free space back.
It will, yeah.
Been looking
well,
forward
just
to
anything we need to get out of the way, we can now. So
exactly.
It's proper.
Wow, guys, it is now. I do apologise. Yesterday we didn't put a video on. It was Monday yesterday. It's now Tuesday. It's actually Tuesday afternoon. And the reason we didn't do a video yesterday is we didn't really get anything finished, or we didn't get enough time to do a video because we were flat out getting stuff from the workshop into the container. So the container we will show you at a later date, guys, but that has been, only because it's all locked up now, but there's massive amounts of spaces in there. To be honest with you, I thought it would be full by the time we moved everything from the workshop into there, but there's bags of room. So first of all, you can see the rack has gone from there. We've moved that into the back of the container and put all the sort of surplus stuff that's either we've got to keep or is sort of our own stuff. And we've got one rack over there, which has now just got customers' outgoing stuff. So you can see we've got plenty of space left there. So we didn't really need the two racks. Temporarily, we've just put those engines there at the back, which leaves all this nice open space, so a lot tidier. And through here, guys, you can see under the kit car now, absolutely clear. So we've managed to move all that stuff there into there, and it's absolutely lovely. So really, really happy with that, guys. It's made a massive difference just to the look of the place more than anything. And as I say, we've got bags of room in there. We're going to probably get another rack. But But yeah, really, really happy with that. So where are we at the moment? I'm still plodding on with the BMW. You can see there, I've done half of it. This is the S55. We've got the liners on order. They are a nice linked up liner, top hat. So that is going to be perfect. I want to get that block finished tomorrow, ready for when the liners arrive, hopefully tomorrow, later on tomorrow. This is the other Lotus. This is the one that was sitting over there. The first of the two that we've got to do. Isaac has cleaned this block thoroughly, masked it all up. It's all machined, and he's just painting it in that lovely grey colour. So that block is going to be ready today. We've ordered all the bits for the Crossflow. The Ingenium, you can see this one is all done, guys. This is the one I've had to put the liners in. So this is all finished now. Blocks faced, liners are all done. Cutouts down the bottom. You can see there's a cutout for the rod right down the bottom of that liner there. So that's all done. Bits are on order. They should be here tomorrow. And then we can just put that bottom end together and that can go. That is the Caddy. So that's going to JR, the same as the Ingenium, but they want that to, in the next couple of days. So we've got that ready to go, and that should be picked up later for JR. The Cosworth, this is the V6. We don't see these very often now. This is the V6 Cosworth, 24 valve, which they put in like the Granadas of the early 90s. Lovely engine this is. Nice, simple cylinder head design, designed by Cosworth, I'm pretty sure. That's why they call it the Cosy. But it's got the 2.9 bottom end, and that is a lovely engine. The only trouble is with these now, it's very, very difficult to source parts. So the customer, fortunately, has sourced his own chain rails, etc., because that is next to nigh impossible to get those bits. But yeah, lovely, nice, simple V6 engine. I'm looking forward to getting those heads off and seeing what we've got in there. Subaru, we've got the new crankshaft look. Looks lovely. Sorted out all the bits for the cylinder head. We've got the new cylinder heads up here. There they are. So Isaac is really looking forward to getting in amongst that one. We've got the rest of the stuff coming from Mar Motorsport in the next day or two. So that'll all be here. Ingenium crank with all the bearings. Oh, the bearings have all arrived. There they are. I said that they'll be here sometime tomorrow, but they're already here. So yeah, you can get those. You can get that one all built then, really. And then we've got the BDA guys. So Isaac has been balancing the crank this morning for this one, crank and flywheel. All we're going to be waiting for now is a clutch. Customer wants a standard clutch to go with it, to be balanced, and then we can get that one together. So it's all pretty much go in here, guys. As I say, workshop looks a lot better. Let me know what you think about the moving the rack into there and having the container as a store. We've obviously got good lock system on there. We've got our alarm guy coming in tomorrow to fit an alarm in there. So it's all on camera and that anyway, so that's all you can do, isn't it? At the end of the day, it's probably easier to get into here than it is there. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. As I say, we are... it's nice now that we can actually get the kit car off the ramp, because Tom says in the next week or two, he can have that down there. So as soon as he can, we can get this one off, get it down to Tom. We've got access to the ramp then for a bit, but it's nice just to have a nice clean area. So yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. And we will do a video whenever we can, maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday, who knows? Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Cheers, guys.